Sydney Sweeney only needed 3 words to send the internet into a tailspin. "I've got great genes," she smiled, and suddenly every corner of the web was either fuming, laughing, or furiously buying stock in American Eagle. But what if that coy pun wasn't just about pants? What if it exposed something far more combustible about how brands play the culture war game? On the humid morning of the 28th of July 2025, American Eagle's TikTok account pushed a glossy 30-second spot to its 3.4 million followers. Sydney Sweeney, fresh-faced yet knowingly seductive, strolls past a billboard that reads, "Great Genes." She theatrically scratches out the G and writes a J, then turns to camera. Genes decide eye color. "My jeans are blue." Cue a booming voiceover. Sydney Sweeney has great genes. The brand thought it had delivered a cheeky bit of wordplay, a wink to every pun-loving shopper gearing up for back-to-school denim season. They even folded a charitable angle into the launch. Every sale of the new Sydney jean would funnel its full $89.99 price to the crisis text line. A feel-good hook, a Hollywood star, and a philanthropic pledge. On paper, that's marketing gold. Gold, however, melts fast under the blowtorch of social media. Within 2 hours, the hashtag #GreatJeans trended on X, but scroll a little and you'd find the counter tag #GreatJeans climbing just as quickly. Influencers stitched reactions calling the clip fascist weird, Aryan cosplay, and the most tone-deaf ad of the decade. Meme lords wasted no time. One side-by-side showed Sweeney next to Brooke Shields' infamous Calvin Klein spot from 1980, captioned "Fashion, same controversy, new millennium." Another deepfake swapped Sweeney's face with Donald Trump's and changed the slogan to "Make Jeans Great Again." Likes poured in by the 100,000. Every scroll pumped more oxygen into the blaze. Why did a dorky wordplay feel so radioactive? Critics argued the joke carried the rotten cargo of eugenics once you placed it on a blonde, blue-eyed actress. Professor Sayantani Dasgupta's viral TikTok lecture unpacked how great genes messaging historically reinforced forced sterilization policies in the American South. Activists pointed to the ad's echo of propaganda celebrating genetic purity. In the accelerated logic of the internet, an edgy pun became a billboard for white supremacy within a morning. That reading might sound extreme to some, but culture rarely deals in half measures. Online discourse snapped into 2 polarized camps, one crying Nazi vibes, the other decrying woke hysteria. Meanwhile, every mention spelled another spike in the algorithmic charts, keeping the ad pinned to the top of feeds worldwide. Pour gasoline on gossip and it grabs every loose ember. Fans dredged up Sweeney's 2022 family birthday photograph, the one where an uncle sported a Blue Lives Matter tee, and resurfaced arguments over her perceived politics. The narrative of secret conservative sweetheart meshed neatly with the eugenics allegation, offering critics a ready-made villain arc. Others leapt to defend the actress, citing her record as a producer of female-led projects and her vocal support for mental health resources. The result? Sweeney herself became the controversy's second front. Was she complicit, naive, or simply hired talent caught in a crossfire? Her silence, intentional or contractual, only sharpened the intrigue. While TikTok tore itself in half, Wall Street reached for its wallet. By the next morning's opening bell, American Eagle Outfitters ticker AEO leapt up to 28% in pre-market trading, roughly $200 million in fresh market cap for a company that had just posted an $85 million quarterly loss. Analysts on cable finance shows asked whether controversy had simply become a line item in the retailer's revitalization plan. Sex sells, sure, but outrage, apparently, sells equity even faster. Industry columnists speculated that the campaign's true audience wasn't denim shoppers at all. It was day traders chasing meme stock adrenaline. If so, the stunt worked flawlessly. But as the chart rocketed upward, veteran marketers warned, "Buzz is free, reputational debt is expensive." Nothing fuels a culture war wildfire like an official statement, especially a snarky one. White House Communications Director Stephen Chung reposted an MSNBC chyron on the controversy and blasted it as "cancel culture run amok," adding that Americans were "tired of this bull's." Central Ted Cruz chimed in, joking that the woke mob had finally declared war on attractive women. Right-leaning pundits reframed the debate. This wasn't about eugenics, they insisted, but about policing beauty. Left-leaning commentators shot back, arguing aesthetics can't be divorced from historical baggage. Like a pair of jeans that fit no one perfectly, the ad sagged under meaning stacked onto it. Some intended, some projected, all profitable. Through the uproar, American Eagle kept its lips zipped, or so it seemed. Behind closed doors, insiders leaked that the silence was strategic. Each hour without an apology extended the news cycle another lap. When the brand finally spoke, the statement was breezy, praising Sweeney's allure, attitude, and a little mischief. No mea culpa, no tagline. Tweak's PR experts called it a masterclass in crisis as campaign. Any formal apology might satisfy critics, but nip engagement. By refusing to flinch, AE effectively left the internet to market its jeans for free. The longer opponents screamed, the more curious clicks rolled toward the checkout page. And Sydney? She posted a serene sunset photo on Instagram with no caption and disabled comments. Tabloids treated the silence like a CSI scene, speculating about non-disclosure clauses and potential contract penalties. Paparazzi shots of her on set in Vancouver sparked rumors that producers were re-evaluating her upcoming thriller's marketing strategy. Nothing confirmed, everything possible. Digital catnip that kept the Sweeney AE hashtag cocktail bubbling. Brand strategists warned that the quiet star approach is a double-edged sword. It preserves plausible deniability, yet leaves others to define your narrative. For now, the actress wears invisibility like another layer of denim, flexible enough to stretch whichever way public opinion swings next. So, did American Eagle thread the needle or tear the seam? They raised charity dollars, spiked their stock, and splashed the brand across every news feed on Earth. But they also hitched their name to accusations of racial coding and culture war fatigue. What's clear is that controversy marketing is no longer a glitch in the matrix. It's a feature. Every future brand manager has now learned the formula. Pick a photogenic star, craft an ambiguous one-liner, and let social media debate your intent into infinity. The question is no longer will a slogan offend someone, it's whether the sales curve outweighs the reputational scar. Next time you scroll past a harmless, pun-heavy ad, ask yourself, is this about the product, or am I being recruited into free labor for a stock price spike? Because in 2025, even a pair of blue jeans can unzip an entire culture war, and that, dear viewers, might be the most expensive fabric of all. American Eagle's 30-second Great Jeans spot starring Sydney Sweeney seemed harmless at first. A playful switch of jeans to jeans, a charity tie-in, and a Hollywood face to sell a new denim line. But within hours of its the 28th of July 2025 drop, social media morphed the pun into a cultural flashpoint. TikTok stitches branded the slogan eugenics coded. Ex-users revived #GreatJeans alongside #GreatJeans, and memes compared Sweeney to Brooke Shields' once-banned Calvin Klein ad. Critics argued that placing the phrase on a blue-eyed blonde actress echoed historic racial purity propaganda. Viral explainers from academics traced the slogan's lineage to forced sterilization policies. Supporters shot back that outrage culture was policing wordplay and beauty, turning a denim promo into a digital witch hunt. The debate fed the algorithm. Every hot take pushed the ad higher up feeds. Old controversies resurfaced, too. Commenters dredged up Sweeney's 2022 family party photo featuring a Blue Lives Matter tee, reinforcing claims she leans right. Her silence this time, an Instagram sunset with comments disabled, only intensified speculation about gag clauses and damage control. Meanwhile, Wall Street cashed in. American Eagle Outfitters stock leapt nearly 30% overnight, adding roughly $200 million in market cap despite recent losses. Analysts floated the idea of controversy marketing, where outrage replaces ad spend. Political figures piled on. The White House's Stephen Chung mocked cancel culture, while Senator Ted Cruz framed the backlash as an assault on hot women, locking the ad into America's endless culture war. After 2 tense days, American Eagle issued a breezy note praising Sweeney's mischief, without apologizing. Crisis management pros said the non-response kept coverage rolling, funneling more curious clicks to checkout pages. Whether that bump translates into long-term sales or brand fatigue is still unfolding. This saga proves how a single pun can unzip an entire debate about race, politics, and corporate ethics, all in the time it takes to scroll a feed. It also reminds viewers that every like, share, or angry quote tweet becomes free labor for someone's balance sheet. Next time a glossy ad makes your timeline erupt, ask yourself whether you're witnessing genuine offense or a carefully costed spectacle, and decide if you want to bankroll the bonfire